Hey guys, what's up? This is me, GJDS88, for those who follow me on Twitter. To those that are brand new to the channel, welcome. I used to upload videos on YouTube showcasing my DVD collection, and obviously it's enhanced a lot since the last time I uploaded a video on YouTube. Of course, things are a lot easier to do now than they used to be before, but without further ado, I'm just going to showcase my collection and give you a little run through as to what I've purchased over the years, and obviously as to what my thoughts are on the current products of WWE DVDs at least. But there's more to come to the channel, so be sure to subscribe. Big thanks to my good friend John Paul Clarkson. You may follow him also here on YouTube and subscribe to him at the 2004 Punk. He's got an immense collection, guys, and obviously one of the best I've ever seen. But we're actually going to be working on a project together very soon. It's called DVDs Are Us, and we'll be pretty much, it's a podcast where we'll be talking about WWE DVDs, obviously the rarities, tag classics, etc, etc, etc. And I've given up too much away, but for now I'm just going to showcase my collection for you. So here we go, guys. Let's start from the beginning. There we go, the Royal Rumbles. I've got Royal Rumble 88 there. People always ask me whether that's the anthology version. It's not. It's actually ripped from the WWE Network, and obviously the artwork was made by someone on the wrestling cover firm a very long time ago called Corporate Mankind. His name was Mike. I actually lost touch with Mike, and I'd actually love to reconnect because he made that awesome cover for me. Well, for the rest of the forum, not just for me, but it's a great cover and it looks very legit as well. So thank you, Mike, for that. And moving on, the tech classics, as I mentioned before, Royal Rumble 89 and 90, all the way up to Royal Rumble 99 and 2000. People always ask me why I don't have Royal Rumble 2000 on its own. Well, I needed 99 for the collection, so I just thought I'd buy the tech classic instead. But it is available out there if you guys want it. Royal Rumble 2001, believe it or not, that's actually the first WDVD I actually got, and I actually received it for my 13th birthday as a gift, and couldn't thank my brother enough for that. That's actually a great show too. But moving on, as you can see, the rest of the Royal Rumbles there. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. You can see the Funkos there too. All the way, now then we continue the Royal Rumbles all the way up to 2019. 2020 is actually on the way to me right now, and I'll be uploading that once I receive it very, very soon, probably the next day or two. Then you got the WrestleManias there. WrestleMania 12, same case in point with Royal 99 2000. I had already had 11 there with the anthology, as you can see there, but I had 12, so I just bought the Tech Classic and I put it in its own case. And there's the WrestleMania 12, then WrestleMania 13 and 14, WrestleMania 15, and of course WrestleMania 2000. Moving on, 16, 17, 18, and 19. For those who are not aware, I don't know if you've seen on the Wrestling DVD Network, WrestleManias 17, 18, and 19 will be re-released soon. Obviously, the only change is that they're going to have the WWE logo on them, but apparently they're going to be intact with their own original themes. So, what's WrestleMania 17 without My Way by Limp Bizkit, huh? So, moving on, WrestleMania 20. Obviously, people may be wondering, obviously I live in Europe, but why most of them are Region 1 covers. My local stores used to carry Region 1 DVDs, so whenever I'd see them in that region, I would just pick them up and just buy them. I wouldn't wait till they were out in Region 2, or in Europe rather. WrestleMania's 24 to 28 there in Blu Ray. I actually bought WrestleMania 24 on Blu Ray only maybe over a year ago, believe it or not. It was still available at one of my local stores. And considering it was the first pay-per-view to be released on Blu Ray, I thought I'd take advantage and actually just pick it up. And I followed suit, just got WrestleMania 25 to 28 to 27, because I already had 28 on Blu Ray. And then I moved on. As you can see, they got the special edition of WrestleMania 32 there. All the WrestleManias there, all the way up to WrestleMania 35. Then you got the King of the Rings. Like I said, tech classics are a godsend. I used to say that a lot in my channel back in the day, but they really were a godsend. As you can see there, you can see King of the Ring 93 and 94, all the way to King of the Ring 2000. Same case in point with King of the Ring 2000. I know it's available on its own, but I needed King of the Ring 99, so I thought I'd pick it up that way. Of course, 2001 and 2002. Then you get kick off with the SummerSlams. SummerSlams 88, all the way up to SummerSlam 99, same case in point. as Roram 2000 and Killering 2000. Samsung 99 is available on DVD. Then you move out, and you got Samsung 2000, Samsung 2001, Samsung 2002, 2003, 2004, 2005, 2006. The Steelbook version of Samsung 2007, as you can see there. Samsung 2008, 2009, 2010, 2011, 2012, 2013, all the way up to 2014. And then you got up to Samsung 2019 with the Fiend there on the spine, which looks really cool. Then you got Survivor Series 87 and 88 on its own. Reason being, it's actually the pay-per-view versions of the shows. And you got all the way up to Survivor Series 2000. Again, same thing. Survivor Series 2001, one of my favorites. Survivor Series 2002 up there with also one of my favorites. Survivor Series 2003, 2004, 2005. Moving on to here. As you can see, I have all the main ones together, and then you'll see anyway. I won't spoil it. All the way up to Survivor Series 2019. Then you got the In Your House pay-per-views, which I absolutely love collecting. I remember Silvervision took a little bit of a break after In Your House 3 and 4. No, actually, they took a break after In Your House 13 and 16. Because I remember they released 1 and 2 together. And then they released Final Four and Canadian Stampede together. Reason being, because they weren't sure whether they were going to continue with the classics, so they thought they'd release the 2 best In Your House pay-per-views from '97 together. Little OCD for some people, but in the end they actually did get to release all the way up to Rock Bottom 98, and then obviously up to Backlash 99. Obviously Over the Edge is not an official release. Don't go looking out there for it, because you won't find it. I mentioned this on a tweet the other day, but it's actually the only WWE pay-per-view I've never watched, believe it or not. Over the Edge. Owen Hart was one of my favorites, and I'd rather not watch it. I haven't watched it out of choice. But then, of course, you got Fully Loaded 99, Unforgiven 99, No Mercy 99, Armageddon 99, No Way Out 2000, Backlash 2002, awesome pay-per-views. The Attitude Era at its finest. Before the WWE Network, this was our WWE Network, guys. And obviously we had them unblurred, so we were very proud of these exclusive and European releases. Then it started, and obviously Armageddon 2000, No Way Out 2001, which was the last Jack Classic I did pick up, because it was the last one I did need for the collection. Obviously, moving on from Backlash 2001, then you got Judgment Day, Invasion, Rebellion, No Mercy, all the way up to the 2002 pay-per-views. You see Insurrection there, which was the last ever WWF show. Judgment Day 2002 and Vengeance 2002, which I believe do go for a pretty penny in the US, but they didn't go for very high prices here in Europe, at least. We're picking up Vengeance for, I think it was £11.99, and obviously I pick up Judgment Day, I think, for more or less the same price, and that was maybe I think 11 years ago, which wasn't that for a very long time ago, but it's hard to believe. The 2 and 3 box set, obviously I added the ones that I need there, like No Way Out and Backlash and Insurrection, etc. Finally have the 2 and 3 box set. I've been wanting it for a while. Someone told me that someone was selling it on Amazon. Obviously with the DVDs. I spoke to the seller, and he was willing to sell it to me without the DVDs, and here we go. Same for the 2 and 4 box set. I'm so glad I actually have it already. Same with 2 and 5. 2006, as you can see there, 2007, 2008, 2009, and then the papers continue there, as you can see. To crouch down, as you can see. My apologies if you hear my bones crunching. All the way up to Payback 2014. Papers continue here. It's the door of the other shelf closing, and another shelf opens. And there we go. Same as one of many others. Roadblock 2016, at least the earliest version, from Toronto. Don't go looking out for it. Same for Backlash and No Mercy 2016. And unofficially, they were released, and obviously these were made by a good friend of mine. I'm not going to reveal his name. I don't want to get him in trouble. But, I mean, I just had to have them for the collection. It will look very incomplete if I didn't have them. Obviously 2017. The double packs, I wasn't a very big fan of the double packs because I'd rather have them all individually, but hey, at least we got them released. Then Backlash 2018, which was when they started again with Raw and SmackDown being together on the same pay-per-views again. Super Showdown Evolution, which I still haven't watched since, believe it or not, is one of my favorite pay-per-views. Crown Jewel 2018, The Return of DX. That wasn't officially released either, but they have it on Blu Ray. Again, made by a good friend of mine, not going to reveal his name. And up to the end of 2019. These are some customs, and people may be wondering. Obviously, NXT TakeOver, because they haven't really officially released them yet, which surprises me, considering NXT's popularity. And you got Old School there. These are some shows from Madison Square Garden, Philadelphia Spectrum, and etc. etc. Some Memphis Wrestling there. These are the specials that I have on here. There's some rarities on here as well. There's one here which is very, very rare. I might add, if I can actually get it. I'll try, and I think I can. Yes, I can. This is it. Live and unscripted. Very rare to find. Then you got the WCDs there. Obviously, like, I used to collect these growing up. It was the only way we could actually access wrestler theme music back then. Obviously, we then came along all these software programs that we could actually be able to download. And of course, the Uncaged series, which is on Spotify as we speak. Then I've got my WCW pay-per-views there. Every single one of them. And the Clash of the Champions. Then you got some rarities there. Wrestling Classic, the big event. First ever UK show from London, which was on Sky 1. Tuesday in Texas, and then you got some of the UK shows there. Which was pretty cool. Most of these were lifesavers. Then I kick off with the Colosseum videos. I absolutely love Colosseum video. Some rarities on there as well. But it's pretty cool to have them. You know, people always ask me why you have them. They were pretty cool to collect. I mean, it took me a while to actually find them all, because every time you feel you've got them all, you don't. There's more to come. And then you look at all the lists and you want to be a completist and try and have them all. There's more here. At the bottom, the Best of Raw series, of course. What's the first? 95, the WS series. Some rarities on there too, and down here too, as you can see. A lot of rarities. You see some rarities at the top, some WF home videos as well, which are very rare. But moving on to the last shelf. Unfortunately, we've already been 30 minutes recording, which I can't even believe it myself. But anyway, I don't know if you saw the first ones anyway. I'll go back anyway, just so you can see that there isn't nothing missing. I'll try. And there we go, yep. And there we go. Now we move on. This is a pretty cool one. Obviously the leader one I'll show you. It's one of my gems. I actually have this signed by her years ago. The Attitude Collection. Some stuff on here which I never thought I'd get, but I actually did end up getting for the collection. 2-disc version of The Rock, Josh Springett. I'm always curious as to which version people have. I actually have the 2-disc version. Another FYE exclusive, which is the Trish 2-disc set. As you can see here, also signed by Trish, when I met her a few years ago alongside Leader. Of course, the Chris Benoit story on there. As you can see, quite rare. Diva Search, quite rare too. There we go. Also same with The Rock, Josh Springett. Always curious to see what version people have. This is the 2-disc version of the Self-Destruction of the Ultimate Warrior. Not the best of DVDs, but hey, have to have it for the collection. Only recently got this, which I didn't have in my collection, which is the Tribute to the Troops from 2005. Homecoming from October 2005 also goes for a pretty penny in the US, but it didn't go for a pretty penny in the UK, Europe. Got it for the same price, I think, as Judgment Day, maybe even less. GX. Obviously, that's the re-release from the VHS that was released, I believe, in 98 or 97. Then you move on. Now, this is a rarity. I think my good friend John Paul will kill me for this, but it's one of the gems of my collection, at least. Live in Japan 2005. Eddie Guerrero. That's one of my all-time favorite DVDs. More there. And obviously, you've got Missing Mr. Socko. People are going to be wondering why I've got Mr. Socko there, but I'll tell you in a little while. Moving on. Too many rarities, as you can see. I just haven't stopped collecting over the years. It's become more of a hobby and a lifestyle. And I'm so glad to have a very understanding fiance to allow me to continue buying all these DVDs. So the collection can't be stopped. The Raw 20 set, I'd really be interested to know how much that goes for nowadays. I remember my brother picking it up back in the day. I can't actually get this out. If I can, I will, but I want to try. Well, I won't be able to. I will showcase it some other time, but the Money in the Bank anthology there, which is actually signed by Dolph Ziggler. Progressing on. Special edition of The Undertaker there, with the streak. Nation's Pride. I don't know if many people have this, but it's actually, I believe it was only re-released in Canada. But I got it on Amazon when it was released. And that's the end, pretty much. And that's all she wrote. So guys, thank you very much for watching. Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. We'll be posting more reviews, maybe even just talking about the collection, obviously telling you which one of my favorites are. Maybe even give you my thoughts. Like I mentioned, DVDs Are Us with my dear friend John Paul Clarkson is coming very, very soon. So I'm just closing the shelves. But I really hope that you liked my collection. And like I said, don't forget to subscribe. And obviously we'll be showcasing more of the collection very, very soon. It's been a long time coming, and I really want to thank everyone for their patience. And obviously we'll be updating the channel as we go along. I know I've said that before, but I really do want to continue that momentum. Okay? So thanks again for watching, and take care, guys.